Mancanza dalle neve.
Sì, perché se
Ma
sei
i
abituato.
nevicucci.
Ah. Son de los nazarenos, pues están despellejados, tíralo. ¿Qué comando?
the house wine tasted better than the water yesterday. But today. Well, that's what the bar.
All right. Kenny, you don't smoke a lot.
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me, and you saw me smile. I will never forget the first time when I saw you. I thought I lost my mind. Blue and faded was blown away and left behind. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze that I must inhale. Is it possible for us to feel this way forever? Loving you has never felt more right.
Products and menus conceived for every moment of your day.
It's a bit more than it should be. It should probably be half of that. I never said it. Well, you've got Latin too. That's it. They try and give us another. We'll say, no, that's how they buy it. They charge you again. First thing we say when we come in, when we put the street in the music.
午餐有时候会那个，跟晚餐进。
我建议是这样，那个不要再晒太死，太可怕了。不是有一个人。Ah, ok, adesso ho capito. Le funzioni dell'orario per mostrare anche indicazioni di reddito.
Allora, prendiamo 2 cubetti di carne, bavette nero di seppia e dei polpetti. Sono finiti?
La cosa che mi aiuta a controllare la palla è il pollo.
我外面是给你把这个丢下去了。
Io
Oh, this one. Stuff inside and outside.
Inside and outside.
Yeah.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, you need
Maybe socks.
saw something, yeah.
Because of where we are, it doesn't seem to have as much fish.
fare del quello anche proprio troppo fuori.
Anche meno, anche prego, caffè macchiato. Dos caffè macchiato, vai, prego, la presi.
I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late. I shouldn't sit here contemplating. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile at me. Wish you'd stay.